Hey guys, so I'm back today and I thought I would do a review on the new Photoready Airbrush foundation by Revlon. I was super excited to give this a try because I've been using the Color Stay foundation by Revlon now for a couple of years and I loved it. And you're always hoping that a new product is going to be better than all the other ones. So if you want to know some information about this new foundation and whether or not I think it's worth buying, then just keep on watching. First thing I noticed about this foundation was they didn't have a lot of colors to choose from at my drugstore. I think there was maybe 10 to 12 shades, and the problem was that they were all kind of random and there just wasn't a broad spectrum of colors for different skin tones. And another thing I noticed was that this foundation is really expensive for a drugstore product. It was $21.99 where I bought it, and the only other foundation that's actually that expensive is the original Photoready foundation. So before I start talking about the things I like and dislike about this foundation, I think it's important just to mention my skin type because this foundation will react differently to everybody just depending on how your skin is. So I have extremely dry skin that's even worse during the winter time, and I never really have a problem with any oiliness. First thing I like about this foundation is that it has a pump. It's very easy to apply to your skin, which is nice because the original Color Stay foundation has a twist-off cap, so I was always struggling to apply it to my face. Another thing I really like about this foundation is that it has a mousse texture, so when you squirt it onto your hand, you can actually hear the little bubbles in the foundation. It's very light and whipped and easy to apply to your face, which is nice. Another thing I really like about this foundation is that a little goes a long way. So if you do one pump into your hand, you can apply it all over your face and you're going to find that you're going to get pretty decent coverage. Now it does have a medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to full if you'd like. And the last thing I like about this foundation is that it is a decent size. It has 1.4 ounces, so it is pretty much a standard size for the drugstore. Alright, so there's quite a few things I don't like about this foundation. The first thing was that it just comes on the shelf like this with the cap on it, and it doesn't tell you how you're actually supposed to apply it. So I was a little confused as to if I was supposed to shake it or if I was just supposed to spray it directly from the pump. And another thing I didn't like about this foundation was that it was kind of patchy and swatchy throughout the day. I worked for maybe 8 hours tops, and I noticed when I got home that the area right around my mouth here was actually white and that the foundation was completely gone off of my forehead. So it does not last throughout the day and it's just very patchy and uneven. And I even tried to set this foundation with a powder just to see if it would last longer, and it didn't. It was the same thing. Another thing I found weird about this foundation was that it made my skin really oily. As the day went on, my forehead got really shiny and it just looked greasy, which was really weird. And the last thing I don't like about this product is that it's way too expensive for a drugstore foundation. As I said, it's $21.99, which is very expensive, and it's definitely not worth the money. There's so many other foundations that are a lot better from the drugstore. For example, the Color Stay foundation by Revlon is really nice, and the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay foundation is also really nice. Alright, well hopefully this review was helpful to some of you guys. Personally, I wouldn't run out and try this foundation. I think it's a complete waste of money, and the Revlon Color Stay is a lot better than this one. I am actually going to be taking this foundation back right away because I absolutely hate it and I think it was just not worth $21.99. But I did want to save it just to show you guys what it looked like. So let me know in the comments below if you've tried this foundation. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.